What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the video. In this video we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the Stage of Rage, the Smackdown entrance stage. Of course, this is a fist. In my opinion, this is one of the greatest entrance stages that was ever made. Jack Pacific, of course, had to make it. It's not elite to scale or elite to size, but it's still pretty awesome. As you can see from the front here, it does have that Chris Jericho when he has that break the walls down. And then the back side here, what you're going to see is other play sets. Other figures that you can buy to go along with this Stage of Rage playset as well. So let's get started. So again, as you can see, the classic Jack Pacific playset entrance stage. I do want to note that there's a price on here. I bought this second hand here for somebody who's selling on Facebook, but the price that when this came out was $12.99. That's crazy. So far, obviously, Mattel has not made the fist entrance stage, which is one of the greatest asks that we've been asking for them, right? The crowdfunded Stage of Rage, the fist, give us that. More than happy to fund that part as well. So I hope they do make it in the future. So let's go ahead and get all the components out of the package and start assembling this playset. Alright, so now that we got this out of the package, we got all the components laid out. You can see there's quite a few components that are there. This is going to be the stage itself, and then you got the fist. And we're going to take a look at each one of these components as we're putting them together as well. Alright, so looks the first thing we're going to need is the actual base or the entrance stage they come out of here. So this is the base where they're going to come out. So this is what we're going to be using to build the actual entrance stage. So once you have your base on here, the next thing you'll need is the other outer layer component, which does have two slots here that we're going to connect. The stage itself is going to stand up here. So their sides on here. So you're going to be connecting that to the side and just line it up there as you go. So this goes on here. Just snap on here. So there we go. So that's the first part here. So the next part here is going to connect the actual stage, the riser here, and we're going to start adding the mirrors to it. So let's go ahead and get that. Alright, so here's that part of the stage where we connect the mirrors. Of course, you remember the fist looks like it's going through the glass and breaking it, so shattering it. So it gives you that illusion. So all this do is just take it and it's going to snap. Alright, so now that we have this first part base set up with the stage, it's time to connect the actual kind of the glass breaking, shattering each section here. Alright, so now that we got all the pieces, this is the glass component. They do have numbers in the back. As you're going to see on there are numbers in the back. The numbers are going to correlate to each of the spots here, so that way they fit perfectly. So what we want to do is get them all out. Once I set them out here, we'll connect them one by one. And then of course you're going to have the main part here, which is where the Titantron of the screen will play, right? So they include a piece of that to put in here. I'll show you that once we have everything set up. Alright, so it looks like we got all the components set up on this side here as well. Again, all you want to do is match the numbers that correlates to the actual spots itself. You're going to see when you're building it that if it's not fitting right in, that's not the spot for it as well. So don't try to force it in. It might break on you. So this is the first side that we got built up here. Next thing we want to add is going to be the Titantron or the monitor that goes around this as well. So all this does is actually going to go over this and then just sit on there. Okay, so that's on there now. That's set up. So we have one full side of the entrance stage completed. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side here to start building this and connecting the component here. So again, you want to get your stand on here as well. You're going to connect the bottom here with this bottom section. That's going to be a connector. Then you're going to have two spots here where this is actually going to be connecting as well. And then what you want to do is you take the other part of the ring and then just literally push it down here. It's going to connect. Once you hear the snap, you should be good to go. And at the top right here, it's going to snap right into place. So you're just going to push that in, and then it's going to snap right into place for you. Alright, so now that we have that half the side built, the next thing we're going to do is do the exact same thing on the other side and connect the mirrors here as well. So let's go ahead and add that. Alright, so it looks like we have this side built already. Next thing we're going to add is the Titantron of the screen on here. Again, that looks just like that. And what you literally do is take it over and it's going to just snap on here. There's two clips on the side. Once you hear that snap, it should be good to go. Alright, so we have about 60% of this entrance stage completed. You can see it just looks awesome the way it's laid out. The other part we're going to add now is going to be kind of the screens, the themes where they come out. So let's go ahead and add that next. So here's the part here, as you can tell, it does say Smackdown on it. These are cardboard, so you simply do is take this and just slide it down behind the screens on there. Again, that's where like the theme music video is supposed to play. So that's pretty cool that they included that. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to add is actual like, kind of that dome around here where it says Smackdown. So let's go ahead and build that and add that on here. Alright, here's that piece. It is cardboard as well. The instructions, there are numbers on here, how to lay it out. So that gives you that dome. And then here's that black base that will go behind it. So this is where the entrance stage they can stand on. So you simply want to do is take this. You want to fold it here, the bottom. It's going to hold it there. Once you fold that, next thing you're going to do is actually add the entrance stage, and it's just literally going to connect to each of the spots that's open here. So once you take that, connect it to the spots, it's going to feed right into it, just like so. Once it has that, okay, so that's how it looks like. And then each of these are going to overlap each other to give you that support. So you simply want to take that, overlap with each other, and then just feed it underneath the middle here. Once you have done that, you just want to push this. There's kind of sticky, so it does give you that kind of extra hold on there as well. So once you have that, push that down. So there you have it. That's how you build the dome. So what we're going to do now is take the dome and add it to the stage. So we're going to bring the stage back. Looks like this. And in the back of the stage, here's how it looks like. It does have areas, components where the actual dome will fit. So you just want to connect that there with it. So you want to take the dome, just place it over it, and you're going to see where's the connecting spot for it as well. Alright, so now as you can see, this is starting to take shape. Awesome entrance stage. Got the dome in there. The next thing we're going to need is the actual fist. So go ahead and grab that. So here's the fist. This is what the iconic look that completes this playset entrance stage. Just has a clicker in the back, so you're going to take this too. There's two areas that's open here. You're going to take that and snap it on here. Once you hear that snap, it should be good to go. So there it is. It's all completed with the Smackdown Stage of Rage. Again, in my opinion, this is one of the greatest play sets that Jakks Pacific ever made. I do hope Mattel picks this up and crowdfunds it, makes it elite scale to size. That would be pretty awesome. I'll be definitely supporting that. So now we're going to take a look at the entrance stage. But before we do that, right off the bat, one other thing that you'll notice that's missing is the ramp. So one of the great things that Jakks Pacific did with their play sets is that they made interchangeable parts. So they did make another Raw is War entrance stage. If you pick that up, that does include a ramp with it, and that ramp actually fits on there. So let's go ahead and grab that ramp and add it on here. Okay, so this is how that ramp looks like. It's pretty big. It does have an opening in the back, and it's going to just feed into these areas right here. So once you have that, just literally push it down. It's going to feed into it. So this is as compared to the figures. So we include some figures on here. So you can see Eddie Guerrero, of course Brock Lesnar, John Cena, and Batista. So you kind of get to see the scale, the size with it. So again, it's not that elite scale, kind of like the ones that Mattel have been making, but it's still a pretty big size entrance stage. It's pretty awesome to add to your collection as well. This is an awesome playset. What this reminds me of is the introduction of the Ruthless Aggression era, specifically talking about the Doctor of Thugonomics, of course John Cena, leading the way from there as well. Look at the level of detail that went into this, the fist and the broken mirrors itself on there as well, even to including the oval or the entrance stage of that Smackdown that has in the back there as well. Alright, so that was my review and unboxing of the Smackdown Stage of Rage entrance stage. Again, cannot iterate enough. This is an awesome play set. Every level of detail went into this is great. I do hope we do get an elite scale one from Mattel. But thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. So always make sure you check out my other videos. And until next time, have a good one.